Okay, I'm going to try this again and might make this video a little bit shorter, but I was, um, before I get to anything, support, purchase the books. I have links for the books. I'm a guide to curing. You find our Facebook page on history and information you can't find in the educational system. Find me on my Facebook page and just support because I have a woke.com, uh, wokecommunity.com website coming out. It's going to connect African Americans and the continent together. It's going to make jobs for people in tourism on the continent, realtors, and uh, 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 people who deal with dual citizenship. If you can connect people with those services, we'll have a job for you, or we'll be sending you people to get your services. So I have that. So supporting the books will support that. I might have a donation link in the future, but a lot of people who've been working with me, researching stuff, I'll be giving them work, and I'll be having listed any books and anything that people have for sale that I'm not gonna have everybody on there, but a couple people who've helped me with research and stuff, I'll most definitely be promoting their stuff with the website. So let's get into why the Mayans and Incas have African culture. Uh, you have to go back to the hominids. Homo erectus gave birth to the people like the ADNA haplogroup, the Sand tribe. Okay, so Homo erectus was black African people who were just a different hominid group than humans. But they had the same culture as the Sand tribe. They gave the Sand tribe their culture. So them people walking around for I don't know how old the hominid Homo erectus is, like 1,000,002 years old or more. Uh, so black people been walking around for longer than 194,000 years. We just was different hominid groups. And if you look at the plight and the history of black people, as we migrate, we change into different DNA haplogroups. So what's the difference between us changing from a different DNA haplogroup to a different hominid group? Went from Homo erectus to human. That's what black people do. At different times, we had different ice ages, and the Earth's axis was shifted back. The Earth axis was shifted back. So as we traveled along, different sun intensity levels and different elevation levels created different DNA haplogroups. Okay, so I have to explain that we start off as the A group, developed into the BT group. BT group is a twice short pygmy extinct DNA haplogroup. Okay, the BT group developed into the CT group. Now, the CT group is very important because at this point in time, all the Mayans, Incas, Egyptians, West Africans are all the same people. Okay, the ctDNA haplogroup. Around 70,000 BC, 75,000 BC, they migrated. Some of them migrated out of Africa. The ones who stayed in Africa developed into West Africans and South Africans, basically. So they developed into the from the CT to the D group. D group migrated out of Africa around 60,000 BC. Uh, then they migrated, and then they developed into the B group, which is the Twa tribe in Africa right now. And then they developed into the DE group, then the E1 group, and then the E1B1A, which is West Africans, African Americans, and people in South Africa. And then the E1B1B group migrated around 20 around the end of the last ice age, around like 20,000 BC to Ethiopia. Then migrated up to Egypt and all sub-Saharan Africa, and then migrated out of Africa in 11,000 BC to India. Okay, and then up to the Middle Eastern areas. Okay, well that ctDNA group migrated out of Africa around 75,000 BC. Then they developed into the CF DNA group, which is the Negrito people. Now, the Negrito people are Twa pygmies with slanted eyes, and they're the black people, the original black people of Asia. Okay, those people, once they hit the Himalaya Mountains is 25,000 feet of elevation. Once they hit the Himalaya Mountains, they developed into the cDNA haplogroup, which is Asian Mongoloid people. The Asian Mongoloid people were birthed from black people, from the Negrito people. Okay, they start off with darker skin, then develop light skin. Okay, they then migrated to America and mutated into the S DNA haplogroup, which is Native Americans. I believe it's the S DNA haplogroup. Uh, and then now going to the Mayans and the Incas. When you see pyramids, and when you see the Mayans with the same deity, religious deity as the Twa tribe, the short pygmy, basically a variation of Bes, the pygmy god, that's just the Mayans. They held on to their African culture and carried it into Mexico. That's it. The pyramid creation. Pyramids are in African religion. Pyramids are a place where your creator, when he comes down to earth, he dwells in the mountains. So let's say if you have a sickness in your tribe and you pray to your God to make the sickness go away and he makes the sickness go away, you all get together, you build a pyramid. When your God comes down to earth, he dwells in your man-made mountain and you have treasure in there for him. So that's what a pyramid is. All African tribes, not all, a lot of African tribes make them. Most of them were destroyed by colonization. But in South Africa, they made pyramids. The Nuer tribe, I believe you call them, they made pyramids. In Sudan, uh, the Sudanese Nubians made pyramids, multiple pyramids, pyramids to Egypt. There's a pyramids and a sphinx in Niger. You can all look this up and see it. In Libya, they have pyramids. And I think in the Tunisia area or somewhere, they have pyramids with Phoenicians, tomb pyramids. And then there's pyramids in the Malay region. And in the Igbo, they make pyramids too, and they're all different shapes and sizes. So pyramids are African. So when you see Africans or when you see people outside of Africa with pyramids, that's just them hanging on to African culture. Even white people are just a mix of Ethiopian, Cro-Magnon, Neanderthal, and then the Aryan people came in and mixed with them. So you see white people with early, I think called Kurgan pyramids. The Kurgan people were the first white people. They were tribal people with African language, African swords and weaponry, African clothing, African religion. They the ones who were first people with like Thor. It was called Toru in I think Aryan culture in the Middle East, and with the Curians, I believe they are, and it spread out to the Vikings with Thor. Okay. In African religion, it's Shango, and it's I think it's Shango and Dongo. So the god of thunder. So that's how they get the African culture. And not only that, there's some Indians above Brazil that are pygmies that are basically the Twa tribe. They just migrated and the DNA changed, but they held on to the African culture. They wear the grass Twa skirts, and they wear the cross straps around the chest that protect them from sickness and things like that. So with the Incas, they have basically all Egyptian cultures, dress and everything. And one distinct thing that the Incas have is Amun Ra. They have their variation Amun Ra with the ostrich feather on top of his head. I mean, it's just a spinning image of Amun Ra. And I don't even know if they have those type of black ostriches that they have in Africa and South America. So I think their type of ostriches are kind of like emu feathers. It's a little bit different. So, it has to come from Africa. I'm not sure though. They might have them. I don't know. But yeah, that's how. I mean, that's it in a whole breakdown. They didn't get that culture from Atlantis that was out in the ocean, and they got it from Atlantis is just the Minoan Greeks, and their civilization was destroyed by volcanic eruption. Okay, it wasn't out in the Atlantic like that. Okay, so yeah, that's it in a nutshell. If you want to support everything we have, just look me up, Akan Takuri, buy my books. I guess we'll have a donate link later on or something like that. But yeah, just I have everything in the description box. Just support the channel. like, subscribe, spread my videos on Facebook. Um, if you're a supporter of African Americans merging with the continent, um, I'm gonna try to do as much as I can. I'm trying to, I can only do so much because I own a restaurant cleaning business, so I'm very busy. So if you can help me out just by just be supportive of what I do and just spread stuff around because it's very hard work. It's been times where I could just be around just doing stuff all the time, but I don't have that time now. But I'm taking time out to get this stuff out. And if you don't know, I've had heart failure and a stroke, so I mean it just is what it is. I'm not going to be around forever, so I've done my part in my work and research that I put out. It's going to be around forever. And I see people all the time, the young youth, reciting my stuff. And I mean, it almost brings tears to my eyes to see that. So, the future is going to be great. And I'm trying to do this project to, after I'm gone, um, it will make an impact and it will change some things and get some things going between African Americans. I mean, that's all you have to do is just spark that little thing the way, hey, they know, hey, I could, instead of donating over here, I could instead of donating to the police force or something, I could donate to Africa. I could build buildings in Africa. I could do this in Africa. So, um, yeah, even it just having boxing events over in Africa and all kinds of stuff. Let's do it all, man. Because Africa is the future for Black people all around the world. I mean, it just is what it is. So, eventually, white people gonna get tired of us and kick us out of their country. So, they'll come up with some law. So, uh, yeah, that's what it is. Just support. Thank you.